everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got back from seeing Ghost in the Shell and I actually really liked it. I felt it did the anime justice. The animation was beautiful. It's a shame there's a lot of scandal going on around it, but nonetheless, pretty good movie. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and jump into today's review. Today is my follow-up for the Pirates of the Caribbean collection from Lorac. I did a first impressions about a week ago, and if you haven't seen that, I'll throw it up in the card so that you can check it out and see what my first impressions were of the eyeshadow palette. I did not have anything else besides the palette. I just randomly came across it when I was getting my hair done. Yeah, it's blue, and it's super fried right now. So I guess I'm kind of channeling pirates? I don't know. But yes, my hair is super fried right now. We had to take it from a level 4, which is my natural hair color, and we got up to level 9. Took 2 rounds of bleaching and 2 rounds of toner, but it's fried. But I'm in the week of processing it and getting it back to its healthy state, so there's no heat products that are touching this hair, which is why it's all wavy and unkempt, because it's been air drying. So rock that natural texture, right? That's a trend right now, so we'll just say I'm doing that. Anyway, so why don't I go ahead and jump into my final thoughts about this. So I have been wearing the Pirates of the Caribbean Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette. I should say it's the Pro formula, because I did come across that they don't always release limited edition sets in the same formula as their Pro palettes, but this one was, and my first impressions were extremely favorable towards this. I thought they were super pigmented and they blended very well. I love this. Like, this is one of my favorite palettes that I purchased. I'll go ahead and open this up for you. You're probably going to get blinded by the mirror, and I do apologize because it doesn't bend all the way open, and I'm not going to force it. It is made of cardboard, but it actually feels fairly high quality, and I love the fact that I can prop this up on my vanity, and I don't have to hold it when I do my makeup. So this is really, really nice. But, so I apologize if I blind you. I forgot the eyeliner was in it. So it came with 18 shades. I'm not going to do swatches of the shades. If you want to go and see those, again, that's in my first impressions video, which will be up in the cards for you. I have used every shade in here except for Tell No Tales and Cursed. So Tell No Tales is this kind of brownish color. It's a matte, and then Cursed is a glittery black color. I typically use black in the crease if I'm going to use it, or under my eye if I'm going to do a smoky eye, so I have no real desire, I guess, to use the glittery one right now. I typically go to Menace, which isn't quite a true black, but it's super pigmented, let me tell you. So my first day, I was going back to the salon to get the rest of my hair done, and it was my first day doing an eye with this look, and I barely touched my brush into that Menace shadow, and I put it on, and it was just a solid black line. I was stunned. I'm like, oh, and like I said in my last video, I've never used Lorac shadows before, so I was just floored by how pigmented they were. So it took a little getting used to figure out how to use this palette, because I don't think I have anything in my collection. I have like everything from Urban Decay to Laura Geller in my collection, and nothing was quite like this. I found that they were super pigmented, they're super smooth, they go on very well. You can blend them out so easily. It doesn't take hardly any effort to blend these out. It doesn't matter what shade you pick, they're consistent throughout the whole package. So that's really, really nice. I know, like with the Too Faced Natural Love palette, which I was not a big fan of, but there was inconsistencies in the actual palette itself. One would be fine, while another would be just dull and hard to blend, and lots of fallout. I did not have a lot of fallout with this. Now, I have seen some other reviews of it, and a couple of you guys actually posted down in the comments that you felt it was really powdery. I haven't found too much powder with this. I don't know if there is an inconsistency issue with the Lorac items, so I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. Also, they informed me that if the powder gets in your eyes and you have sensitive eyes, it can cause a severe burning sensation. I assume it's pretty similar to having an allergic reaction. So I also want you to be aware of that. If you do have sensitive eyes, you might want to test this out before purchasing it. Again, I feel I have sensitive eyes, but I'm not allergic to anything that I know of, so I haven't had a problem with it, but I do want to bring that to your attention. I'd like to thank Kinsey K and Miss Beauty Royalty for pointing that out to me. I would never have known that there was an issue like that with this palette if you hadn't commented below, so thanks again for that. And anybody else watching this video will probably thank you as well. Now this did come with a eyeliner as well. I used this once and it's okay. I've never used a Lorac eyeliner before, and it goes on really black, and when I don't know if it dries quickly or what, but I put it on and then I tried to smudge it out, and like the middle of the line would smudge but the edges wouldn't move, so I found it hard to work with, and I used it that one day, the first day I did my eye, and I have not used it since. So this is probably never going to get touched again, but I will tell you that the eyeshadows are awesome. Now I did find that with the color selection, I wound up doing a silver and blue eye. I did that a couple of times. That's kind of what I'm drawn to in here. I'm in love with this blue. It's called Starry Night. It's just super beautiful. I'm actually wearing it on my eye now. I have Silver Mist on my lid. I have Matey and Ghostly going up to my eyebrow, and then I put a little dot of Lost at Sea, which is this light blue color, right in the center of my eye. It's my favorite look out of this. I did one with green, which you can see in another video that I did. I'm not sure if it's been posted yet though, but you can do looks in here, but they are going to be more muted than other palettes that are out there. For instance, the Alice in Wonderland palette, you can do some bright, awesome looks, and I usually love really bright makeup. I don't do natural very often. You can get a natural here. I wouldn't say this is a natural palette, but you can get a natural out of here, but this is definitely a more subdued palette. I don't own anything quite like this, so this was a great addition to my collection. Now I will tell you one thing. There's this color in here called Treasure. It is an almost exact duplicate to one in the Alice in Wonderland palette, which I'm going to pull out here. You'll see that several colors of these are quite used. I used to wear this every day, and I wore about the same look every day. I really loved that color, and then this red, which is called Salads and Grum. This red color is almost identical to the Treasure. So we have Treasure, which is this beautiful, beautiful red. This is from the Pirates collection. This is Salads and Grum from the Alice. They're nearly identical. There is a difference though, I will tell you. Salads and Grum has kind of like a pink chrome color to it, and it's just a little bit brighter than the red Treasure from the Pirates palette. So there is a slight difference, but honestly, if you were gonna buy this palette for that color, I would say skip it if you already own the Alice palette. But I know a lot of people skipped out on the Alice palette because it was just too bright for them, so this actually might be a good palette for you if you want something a little more subdued. So overall, I'm really happy with this Lorac palette. I'm going to probably play around with it some more because I've been wanting to mix some of the shades with some of the Make Believe in Yourself on my lid. So the matte shades in here will definitely get used. I'm probably going to run out of Starry Night, which is really sad because that's my favorite one in the whole collection. I don't know if I will ever touch Tell No Tales. It's just a normal brown color. Didn't touch it before, probably won't touch it now. But nonetheless, I really like it, and I'm really happy I purchased it. And I did hear a rumor that they might come out with when the other two movies come out, there might be more collections, so I will more than likely be buying those as well. Now, I could not stand having this little compartment empty. It drove me nuts. So I have to say, it's a good and a bad thing. So it's a good thing for Lorac as a business strategy because you have this neat little opening here, so of course people like me are going to want to buy what goes in there. But it's a bad thing for people who want a good deal because if you don't want to go out and buy the palette, you're spending $52 on this eyeshadow palette just to have this open area in here. I guess you could utilize it maybe to store brushes or something, but I don't know. It drove me nuts. So I did go out and buy it. This is the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean Cheek Palette. So I'll go ahead and open this up here. You do get a really nice mirror. I apologize if I blind you again. And there's really cute writing on the mirror. It says chart a course for the stars. So it's really cute. It has the same beautiful packaging. I'm assuming this ties into the movie, which I think releases next month. I'm really excited to see the movie. But you get in here 6 shades. Now I'm thinking that this side is supposed to be highlight and this side is supposed to be blush or bronzer. However, this these top two shades are matte, so I think they'll work really well for a blush and bronzer. So this one has a more pinky tone. It's called Caribbean. That would work really well for a blush. And then we have Lost Soul, which would do well for a bronzer if you're fair. Bold Spirit is kind of a rose gold color, but it's shimmery and it looks more like a highlight. I can't see me ever using this color as a highlight. It's pretty dark and I'm pretty fair. So I feel like maybe if I want to do some sort of shimmery bronzer, it might work, but I haven't tried this one because it is just a strange color. My favorite out of all of these is Fortune, which is this white. It's got like a light gold too. It's kind of silver. This is a good highlight for people like me who have very fair skin. I also like to put it on the inner corner of my eyes, on Cupid's bow, up under my eyebrows. It's very versatile. And then I tried out Destined the other day. It's just a little too dark, I guess, a little too brown. You can really see it on my skin. Today I'm wearing Star Reader as a highlight, and I thought it looked good, and then I stepped outside and it's like a gold highlight. So I thought these were going on rather subtly. I usually apply it with my Tarte powder brush. I really like being able just to dip that little rounded tip in there, and I feel like it just blends highlighter really well on my skin. So I did that, and I was like, oh well, it's not very bright, so I did it again. I think I did it a third time, and then just as soon as I step outside, it is bright. It's so bright my boyfriend noticed, and he usually doesn't notice when I wear makeup, which is kind of crazy, but he doesn't, and he was like, you're glittery, why are you glittery? I will tell you there's no glitter in these. They are actual shimmers, but for him it was glittery. And I went ahead and tried on the blush today, and I feel like it's just a little too dark. So all in all, I would say I have maybe 3 shades in here I'm going to use. I didn't find them powdery, but again, I did see some comments below stating that others felt they were powdery. But I am using this big fluffy brush, and I'm just barely dabbing it in there. Or maybe that makes a difference, I don't know. But I will tell you, they can go on subtly, but I haven't had any issues with them not looking bright. So I don't know if this is a trick or what, but if I want a bolder highlight, I have these My Makeup brush set oval brushes I bought a while ago. They're not good, don't waste your money. But if you do have the opportunity to buy something like this brush, I like it for highlighter. So if I want to do something more dramatic, I will use this and I'll dip it in, and it will just give you a straight line of product, and it doesn't go on, at least this doesn't go on padding. I've also done it with the Too Faced Blinded by the Light highlighter. It just makes a line, and then I will go over it with this brush to blend it out some more. But I haven't had any issues with this being too subtle. I feel like it's perfect. It is the perfect amount of highlighter for me, at least. So this does cost $30. But you do get 6 shades. And by the way, random side note, I love the Tarte Unicorn brushes, but there is a hazard for using them. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm constantly hitting those points into my products, whether it be eyeshadow or this highlighter blush color. I don't know, like, maybe I'm just clumsy. I literally just took a chunk out with my nail too on that one. I'm gonna chalk it up to I'm clumsy. So this little thing is a magnetic door. It just slips right inside, and now you have a complete set. It costs $82 to get this complete set. Just gonna let you know. I really like it. I think the formula is exceptional on both products. It is pricey for makeup. It's really hard for me to justify $82 for makeup. That's a lot of money, but it is a good product, and you are getting a good formula, and it is going to blend well, and it's super pigmented. So if you are going to spend that amount of money on makeup, I'd say give this a shot, because it is definitely a really good product. I went back to Ulta because I feel like I've literally been spending my life there lately, and I had a bunch of rewards points, so I went ahead and got one of the Pirates of the Caribbean lipsticks. They did not have this in stock the last 2 times I was there, so it was really awesome to finally see it and swatch it. I was tempted to purchase it on Ulta.com or on Lorac.com, but I really wanted to see them in person because they look really weird online. The colors just look off, I guess. And then when I went and swatched them, they look a lot better in person. I actually wanted to purchase I think it's called Barbosa E. It was described as being a rosy color, and I love to wear rose colored lipsticks. But when I swatched it, it was way darker and way more purple than I expected it to be. So I actually passed on it. And this was my second choice whenever I was looking online. This is called Risk It All. They call it a coral color. I think it's a little more nude with a hint of coral. I'm wearing it now, and I'm wearing both products. You get a lipstick and you get a lip topper or lip gloss. I'm not exactly sure what they call it, but I'm wearing both of them together. But the packaging is super cute. It has this sort of swish design. It has the Lorac logo. You have the Pirates of the Caribbean movie logo, and surprisingly enough, I didn't know this when I was looking online, but it has a little mirror. The mirror's not that great. It kind of warps your image, but it's kind of a cool idea. So it's just enough to put on your lip product if you have nothing else. So the lipstick is a lot more nude than I expected it to be. So when I swatch it, it goes on my hand. It's a pink color. It looks like it's got a nice coral to it. When I put it on my lips, I don't know why, but it seems to go more nude. But I think that with the eyeshadow palette, this is probably the most flattering color, because the eyeshadow palette can be pretty dark, so you don't want your lips to be dark as well. And a lot of the other lipsticks in the collection are dark, so if you want something more natural, go with Risk It All. If you wanted to jazz it up a little bit, they have this, I'm gonna call it a lip gloss. It is like a copper color with what looks to be red and green and yellow glitter in it. You can see it goes on kind of coppery. So I will tell you, the lipstick is a little drying wearing it on its own. It's not so bad that I feel like I need to put chapstick on top of it, but it is a little drying, and it's not necessarily a full matte finish. It has a slight gloss or glisten to it, but it definitely is more matte, and it kind of sinks into the creases of your lips a little bit, which is why I went ahead and topped it with the gloss. The gloss is your standard lip gloss. It's gooey, it's thick. The amount of glitter you actually get out of the gloss when you top it on top of the lipstick is not a lot. I feel like the swatch I did has way more glitter in it than what I actually got on my lips. On their own, they're good products. They're not the best. The gloss isn't the worst. It does not make your lips stick together. That is an extremely positive point on gloss, unlike this Laura Geller lip gloss that I have that literally physically glues my lips together. So it's not bad. I would actually wear the gloss on its own more often than the lipstick on its own, but when you put the two products together on your lips, it feels like you're wearing so much product. So I would honestly say that you should just pass on these lipsticks. There are similar colors out there somewhere elsewhere. Urban Decay has a great line of lip toppers if you're into that, but they're just not that great. I'll keep it and I will wear it off and on here and there, but it's not going to be something that I reach for very often. And I don't think that a lot of people will be happy with this if they do go out and purchase it as well. And I don't think that I mentioned before, but that lipstick and lip gloss combo is $26. So in my opinion, it's a little pricey. You are getting two products, but they're not that great. Okay, so those are my final thoughts on the products. The eyeshadow and the cheek palette I think are worth it. Lipstick, pass on. Have you tried these products out? What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.